Well, it's days after the 15th of August, so that means it's been time for Cap's Recap, my monthly little channel update series. This week has just been, well, this last week has been really hectic for me, so that's why I'm just now recording this video on August 19th at 2:20 a.m. Yeah. Well, first things first, before I go into the whole dealio with the channel and just things that are going on, I picked up the Humble Telltale bundle earlier in the month or a few weeks ago whenever it came out, and I have some extra games. So if you want The Walking Dead Season 1 or Season 2 and the DLC, Tales from the Borderlands, Game of Thrones, Jurassic Park, and The Wolf Among Us, let me know. And I'll DM you the gift links for those games. I can highly recommend Wolf Among Us, Tales from the Borderlands, and all of the Walking Dead games. Not so much Game of Thrones and Jurassic Park because I have yet to install them and play them myself. But I mean, they're all Telltale adventure games, so you kind of know what you're getting. You play those for the story, for the most part. So yeah, with that out the way, the channel, this last week has just been really, really hectic. If you follow me on Twitter, you might have an idea of some of the things that went down, and I kind of mentioned in some videos before this week that I was having major car problems. So yeah, I'll get more into that later. But as for things going on with the main channel, things are just going to be continuing as normal, I guess. Grand Theft Auto 5 ended. Because of that, I'm going to try and focus on just wrapping up Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, which doesn't have much left. I just have to finish recording the rest of the second day of the trial, and then the final investigation, and then the final day of the trial. And yeah, that shouldn't be too much. That should actually end before this month is over, hopefully. I know I had said Batman Arkham City would be starting up after Grand Theft Auto 5, but considering I'm still kind of LPing Mercenary Kings and Link to the Past, I kind of want to wrap those up too. I mean, Link to the Past should have been done back in June. It's just there were days when I kind of forgot I was actually LPing it. Yeah. I mean, not saying anything bad about the game. I do enjoy Link to the Past. It's just I was kind of doing too many things at once, and that's no good. So yeah, I'm gonna hold off on Batman Arkham City just a little bit longer until both Phoenix Wright and Link to the Past are done, which should not be too long from now. I'm kind of shocked at how fast I was actually going through Link to the Past. I thought it was going to be a bit longer, but whatever. Also, that means Danganronpa will be waiting. Well, that was going to start when Phoenix Wright was over, so we'll see what happens with that. But aside from that, other upcoming things. Had a bit of a brain fart there. The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. Those will be starting up, well, definitely sometime in September. I just need to finalize my schedule and just wait for things to play out and just, play around with that, I guess. Of course, I'll find some time to start up Danganronpa and Batman Arkham City. And I also need to finalize when I'm going to start the winner of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Poll, Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom. I look forward to getting back to that, though. It's been a while since I last played it. I do enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. It's a fun game. Not the highest Metascore, but that's what happens with these niche games. As long as the fans enjoy it, that's all that matters. And yeah, I really do enjoy Falsebound Kingdom among all the other Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. So yeah, I really am looking forward to LPing that. I should probably record that well in advance before I plan to start it, because there might be a lot of editing involved for that. As for the 16-bit summer thing, overall I'd still say it's been a success, or more of a success than the Summer of Sony and the Summer of Strategy. Although I'm probably going to have to borrow my little strat from the Summer of Sony and just keep going until the seasonal end of summer. Because I kind of fell behind on some of my plans. This week in particular was really bad for it because I was actually going to record the entirety of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but yeah, things happened. And I also need to finish up Mega Man X. So yeah, here's hoping I will be able to do Mega Man X this weekend. If not, it will definitely wrap up sometime next week and coincide with the start of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. The other games I had planned for the 16-bit summer were Donkey Kong Country 2, Gunstar Heroes, Dynamite Headdy, and Castle of Illusion. Castle of Illusion is going to be similar to what I did with Kirby Superstar in that I play the original alongside the remastered version. And yeah, to sort of like bring things around full circle, I'll make that the final thing I do since I kind of led with Kirby Superstar. As for the remaining games, like I was doing this whole, each death would be a donation to charity thing, but I kind of don't want to do that for Donkey Kong Country 2 because compared to the likes of Mario, Mega Man X, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I never came close to beating Donkey Kong Country 2. Like, I think I got to Bramble Blast and then called it a day. At least with these other 3 games, I got to either the final world or the final boss and just never got around to beating them. So, yeah, I might not do the donation thing for that. I will do it for Sonic 3 and Knuckles, though. That will be a guarantee. Although there's no guarantee I'll be able to make the payment to charity immediately. But hey, who knows? Like around Christmas time, I'll do it. I mean, I'm definitely going to make the donation, but it might have to wait because of my current situation. But more on that later. Oh, and Gunstar Heroes and Dynamite Headdy definitely will not have the donation thing because I've never played those before ever. So yeah, that would not be good, especially since I heard Dynamite Headdy is actually pretty hard. So yeah. There's also the matter of the remaining 2 games that were based on 16-bit games, Lisa based off of Earthbound, and Yoshi's Woolly World being a direct sequel to Yoshi's Island. Both of those, I'm just gonna go ahead and postpone. Well, I kind of already officially postponed Lisa, but yeah, I'm gonna have to do the same for Yoshi's Woolly World because I already have too many things going on right now. So if things lighten up for me sometime this year, I'll just go ahead and do them this year. Otherwise, I'd say early 2018 would probably be the best for those, I guess. But to be fair, I just really want to do a lot of Wii U games in general. Well, I mean, Lisa's not a Wii U game, but Yoshi's Woolly World is. Because even though the Wii U wasn't that good of a console, it had some really good games that deserve to, be shown off. And granted, I'm not the biggest channel in the world, but hey, at least I can do my part and just help show these games in a more positive light, I guess. I mean, Yoshi's Woolly World was my game of the year when it came out. It's so good. It is so good. It was the Yoshi's Island sequel we needed because we hadn't had a good one in a while. Well, ever. I mean, Yoshi's story was good. I enjoyed it. It didn't play like Yoshi's Island, but I enjoyed it. I have yet to play Yoshi's Island DS, unfortunately, so I can't. I kind of made a bad statement with that, but just real presumptuous. But whatever. And Yoshi's New Island was garbage, though the bonus levels were actually pretty neat. But the game itself was really just uninspired. But yeah, Yoshi's Woolly World, great game. But enough rambling about all of that. As far as everything else goes, I just need to get back on the grind with these other videos that I have to do, like the Insomniac Museum, which I did plan to get to this week, but real life happened. And just other things that I have to wrap up and just do. to make way for new ideas that I have that I want to, just try out and see how they go. Because I'm really going to have to diversify myself now that this whole ad crap on YouTube is happening. Well, the whole like demonetization, because, oh, your video is not suitable for all advertisers, even though, I mean, all advertisers, come on, there's mature advertisers out there. R-rated movies get advertised. So, I mean, if I'm playing an M-rated game, why not just advertise the R-rated movies on those games? But yeah, if you're not on the up and up with the whole like YouTube demonetization for advertiser unfriendly content, find a video other than me to explain it, because I would probably do a very poor job. But yeah, it just recently started hitting me full force. Funny enough, it's only M-rated games that got hit, but not all of the games in those LPs. Like, for example, The Evil Within and Grand Theft Auto 5 and both of my Silent Hill LPs, those had a lot of videos deemed advertiser unfriendly. Just because. Even if I wasn't swearing in them or like nothing particularly violent happened in them. Like even one of the Grand Theft Auto videos where it was just like me doing like these driving and story missions with no actual killing, those were deemed advertiser unfriendly because of the game itself. But the entire playthroughs aren't getting deemed such. It'll be like, say, for example, videos 1, 2, and 3 would be advertiser unfriendly, but then 4, 5, and 6 are perfectly fine. I don't understand either. And then there's some false positives in there too, like one single Batman Arkham Asylum video. I don't know why. And one joke April Fool's video from over 3 years ago, which was just a still of Wario when I was talking about how I was going to become a PC gamer for the channel. And then like over the week, I just LP'd like old DOS games, just acting crazy. But yeah, like that update video was deemed advertiser unfriendly. Might have been because I had like new PC in the title, but then they saw the bot that they used to do all this stuff was like, oh, PC, he must mean political correct, he must be one of those channels. And yeah, I don't know, they need to train these bots better. And I would dispute some of these, because back when they first started doing the advertiser unfriendly thing, you could dispute these videos or dispute these claims, and then within a day YouTube would be like, oh yeah, we did mess up, all right, fair enough, go ahead, you can put ads back on that video now. But now you need to have 1,000 views on that one video within a week. So yeah, it's not lifetime views, you need to get 1,000 views in a week to dispute the video. That's messed up. And that really hurts small channels unless they do like viral content, which if you do that, then you wouldn't be a small channel, you'd be huge. But then there's even some big channels that are suffering from this too, because, the idea of legacy content. So if it's old videos that get deemed such, they might not be able to get 1,000 views on it within a week. And that's just money that they're no longer going to be getting for that video. So yeah, like I'm perfectly fine with the advertiser unfriendly thing, but just get rid of the threshold so people can actually dispute these, namely small channels. That sucks. But thankfully I don't rely heavily on M-rated games on my channel, and even still with those M-rated LPs, or LPs of M-rated games, not all the videos are getting hit. Like, surprisingly enough, my entire Eternal Darkness series is still fine. I guess they probably view that as a Nintendo game first and foremost before the fact that it's an M-rated game, but whatever. So, yeah, that's what I'm dealing with, but it's not the end of the world. I'm not really making much money on these videos anyway, so, like, ooh, I'm making, 8 less cents? It's not the end of the world. Besides, YouTube Red is like the workaround to all of that. Like, YouTube even mentions, yeah, you might not be getting ad revenue on these, but this does not affect YouTube Red views. And YouTube Red is probably one of the best things they did for creators and users, I guess. I mean, there's really no incentive for users to start using it. I mean, okay, no ads on YouTube. I mean, people have ad block. But I mean, you can download the videos and, you know, at your own leisure, but there's also plugins for your browser to download videos. So, yeah, I mean, well, then there's the exclusive content thing, and I guess that's fine. And offline viewing for music videos, I guess is fine too. But yeah, like if somebody on YouTube Red watches a video, like that YouTuber is going to get just like it's ridiculous. I'm not going to go into all the details with that, but yeah, YouTube Red is really good for creators. YouTube just needs to do more to make it appealing to the, you know, standard YouTube user. But whatever. Enough about all that. The second channel, yeah, it's been slacking and I'm done making excuses. So now I'm going to give myself an ultimatum. If by September 15th I have not uploaded a meaningful video to that channel, meaning I can't just do like a quick 5-second video up here like, oh, hello world, and then just ending it. Like, no, a meaningful video to that channel by September 15th. If one is not up there, I will 100% LP Rayman 1. This is a legally binding verbal contract. If I don't have a video up on that second channel by September 15th, Rayman 1 will be LP'd 100%. And I will do the death donation incentive thing, but not with a quarter, with $1 per death. And just to give you an idea of how messed up Rayman 1 is for me, I have never been able to get past the first level of the second area. Bandland 1 is the bane of my existence. Yes. And I will also give myself the same like upload thing that I did with Crash 1 100% earlier this year. So yeah, I kind of have to go ahead and upload a video to that second channel now, huh? Otherwise, I am screwed. As for real life, yeah, this week was rough because on my 2 off days where, you know, I actually do all of my recording and just preparation for other things, I had to deal with the car. Namely on Tuesday, driving to another city to get an estimate, then driving back to and ultimately deciding on a shop that's like close to my house. And when I got there, they were just shocked that I was even driving the car to begin with. Like the frame was that bad, or the subframe was that bad that like one bad pothole would have been it. So yeah, I'm kind of lucky there. I am kind of lucky. And then dealing with that all day, I just had to walk home. It was like a pretty long walk, but not too bad. Then Thursday, had to pick up the car. It was there for forever, but I finally got it back and it drives really well and I'm happy and I'm good. Not to mention when I finally thought I was going to have some peace and quiet, I was forced to go out to dinner with the family. I sound ungrateful, but it was actually a really good dinner. We went to this barbecue restaurant near us named Nicola's. Nicola's is good stuff. Highly recommended if there's one in your area. But yeah, normalcy has returned to my life, so next week I should be able to actually record more things. Although, to be fair, I could have had more Crash going up. That was just laziness on my part. I have just chunks of that recorded that could have been going up. I'll take that L. That's my fault entirely. But yeah, with this normalcy returning to my life, there also comes a lot more things I have to pay. Because yeah, subframe for a car, not as expensive as doing the actual frame itself, but it's still quite a large amount of money. Like dang near what I was paying for tuition 1 year. So woo. Well, after financial aid was taken into account and junk. And it wasn't that bad in the grand scheme of things, but when you're working a part-time job, it's kind of rough. Well, 2 in my case. But yeah, thankfully, the shop I went to has a little installment thing, so yeah, it won't take me too long to pay that off. Though it kind of sucks that it coincides with The repayment period starting for my student loan. Whoa. On the bright side, I didn't take out like tens of thousands of dollars in student loans like some people. It was just like one loan I took out in my last year of college just to be like, you know what? I'm almost done. Let me just go ahead and just try to hurry up and finish. I want to be out. And then lo and behold, when I accepted those and got the little disbursement thing, I then received 2 scholarships. But at least that meant I ended up paying absolutely nothing for that semester, so it was cool. But yeah, even though I'm keeping up with those regular payments along with the other standard things I have to do monthly, I'm not in a bad position. I mean, I've never been in a bad position. Like, I've never been at risk of, like, being out on the streets or starving or anything. So I'm happy and grateful for that. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to be a little more careful with my spending. It just means less impulse buys and multiple games per check. But I was not gonna pass out on Sonic Mania. I needed Sonic Mania. And it is so good. God, Sonic Mania is so good. But yeah, because of all these things I have to pay, it's not looking likely that I will be able to attend Smash the Record. But to be fair, that was probably never going to happen because I think they're in Florida. So I would have had to book a hotel room for Florida for like a weekend and the flight there. Yeah, the hotel, because I don't have family in Florida, and that would just be all kinds of expensive. So that just means that it's really likely that my next convention will be Yamacon in November. And having the money for Yamacon, I mean, it's no big deal. It's right here in my backyard. The tickets are never too expensive. I'm fine with that. And who knows, with proper budgeting, I might be able to buy stuff there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to taking my nerdy self back to Yamacon. It just keeps getting better every year. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Let me know if you want one of those Telltale games I mentioned at the beginning of the video, and I'll DM you the download links for those. Regular uploads will continue next week. September is going to be packed with potentially Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc, Batman Arkham City, The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages / Seasons, Yu-Gi-Oh! Falsebound Kingdom, and maybe a certain Mario game starting up. And if I don't upload a video to my second channel within a month, my life becomes a living nightmare when I try to 100% Rayman 1. But yeah, I'm done here. See you all next time with whatever I upload next. It's probably going to be Crash, because that's what I have a backlog of right now. That's the only thing I have in a backlog right now. So, yeah. Goodbye.